What is up, guys? Today we've got an interesting package. Today we've got a pair of headphones that I think most people will love. Today we've got the Kiwi Ears Ardor ANC headphones. On the website it actually says audiophile headphones. So these headphones, like the Kiwi Ears Spark that I did review, I will link that video on the top and in the description, are made by a Chinese company called Kiwi Ears, and they specialize in audio devices, earphones, headsets, and the like. So this is the package that they sent to me, and they asked me to review this. So I have used this for a couple of months now, and I think I can properly give my thoughts on the headphones. So let's go ahead and open. The packaging is quite good. I really liked the box. This is everything. You've got the specs right here on the left side of the box, and you've got a bit more information here about the headphones and the manufacturer and all that. And then you've got a little pull tab here. So let's go ahead and open these. I've already unboxed them and used them. So this is just so you guys can see what the package kind of looks like and how you would get the headphones if you were to buy them. So this is what they look like, and this comes in a carry case, which I'm just going to pull out like that, and let's put that there. I'm just going to put these boxes to the side here, and as you can see, we've got a carry case that's right here, Kiwi Ears right there, and it's some kind of fabric, not too bad. It's kind of like a hard shell case, so you've got that. If you intend to travel with them, you can just carry the case around like that, or just throw it in a bag. If you're carrying a bag, this case will still keep the headphones protected. So let's go ahead and open the carry case, which is quite nice, and there you go. So this is what the package would look like. The case is lined by some soft material. I'm not sure what exactly it is. Definitely not Alcantara, but something quite soft that will protect your headphones. And like any other device, you'll get a user manual, which we'll just throw to the side. You get a Type-C to Type-C cable that serves as a charger and also serves one other function, which we'll discuss. And then you also get a 3.5mm headphone jack. For those of you who still use devices with 3.5mm headphone jack, you will get that in the package. And then we come to the headphones themselves. So everything comes in the case, and these are the headphones themselves. Just put them aside before we get to talk about them, and put the case to the side. So we've got the headphones here. Primarily they are made of plastic, so all this is some kind of plastic, and then we've got vegan leather on the top there. So I don't know if you'll be holding them like that, but you've got vegan leather, which feels quite nice. You've got vegan leather there with Kiwi Ears, the branding right on the ear cups right there. So most of the body is plastic, and you have a touch of vegan leather on the rest of the parts on the headphones. So this is how they look, the ear cups themselves from the outside. This is what most people will see when you're wearing the headphones. And if I must say, I've worn these a couple of times to the store, just taking a walk, and I have had some comments that these look really nice, and people are wondering which brand this is. So I think the design is quite good. Coming over to the to the other side of the headphones, you've got the ear cups right here, also vegan leather, quite soft to the touch and quite fluffy. And you see it comes back after. So if you're going to be wearing them for a long time, you can see the ear cups kind of have that memory foam type feeling. Then on the inside of the ear cups, there's also some soft material on the inside that makes it comfortable. My ears don't touch this part of the headphones, but I guess for some people they might, and that is soft, feels quite comfortable. And you've got your left and right ear cups labeled there. So that's the inside of the ear cups. And then on the outside of on the bottom part rather of the ear cups, you've got a couple of controls, come standard with most headphones, and these are more like buttons. and they are clicky. If I just bring them closer, you can hear that they're quite clicky. So you have the volume up and down button there. You've got the power button. So this is on the right ear cup. You've got your 3.5mm headphone jack, and that right there is a little LED light that flashes when you switch the headphones on and off. And then these are some of the mics that you have around the headphones. On the left side, you've got that USB Type-C port, and you've got your ANC button right there. So this is what you'll use to turn ANC on and off. So that's basically about the design of these headphones. I've worn them for long periods. I've actually fallen asleep with these while watching a movie, and they were quite comfortable. They didn't hurt after a long time of wearing them, so they are quite comfortable if you're going to do long listening sessions, or if you're going to be traveling and stuff like that. If you are going to be wearing them in the gym, I think they will do, although they are not as strong. They don't really hold on that tightly. Maybe it's because my head is a little smaller. It's not on the big side, but they do kind of move around when I'm wearing them. Even if I bend over, I feel them slide a little bit. They don't fall over, but they do slide a little bit. And they do, even though they do slide, they still do a good job of just holding on to my head while I listen, and it's comfortable. It's not too tight, it's not too loose. In my opinion, it's just right. So yeah, if you're going to be wearing them for a long time, if you're going to be traveling while having them on, I think they are quite comfortable. So let's talk about some of the features that these headphones have. So they are Bluetooth. They do have Bluetooth 5.4, which ensures good connectivity. I've worn them around where some of my other audio devices start cutting off. I've noticed that these have a secure connection. They have a good connection, and I can wear them around the house and move around while I do things like cleaning, or just leave the device I'm connected to on the other side of the house. So they're quite good when it comes to that. They do have a dynamic driver. It's a what they call a coaxial driver, if I do remember that correctly. So it's a 40mm driver. So it's a 40mm driver with another 10mm driver. So the 40mm will provide you with your bass, that's your bigger driver, and then the 10mm gives you more your mids and your highs. So that's how it produces the sound quality, which we'll talk about a bit later. So they also do have hybrid ANC up to 32 decibels of noise. So they've got ANC and they've got a transparency mode. So when I've got the ANC mode on, I've noticed that it cuts out most of the noise around me. Sometimes I have the washing machine on, sometimes I have kids playing around the house, and it does a good job of just blocking out that noise that's around me at that 32 decibels, up to 32 decibels. So the ANC is quite good. I've noticed though that when it comes to other environments with slightly more noise, you will start getting some of that noise coming into the headphones, but not too bad. It's just a little bit of noise, but they do a good job of keeping out that noise. They also have a transparency mode, which is actually quite good. I noticed that when I have the transparency mode, I do hear my environment much more than with full ANC mode on. So the transparency mode, in my opinion, is quite good and does the job good enough to just keep you aware of what's happening around you. So when you have the full ANC mode off, when ANC is off, the ear cups themselves actually do a good job of keeping noise out. Yes, you can still hear your environment, but I tend to notice that it's actually not as loud as when you have the ANC mode, the transparency mode on. So the transparency mode does a better job of letting you stay in touch with your environment rather than just having it off altogether. So I would recommend having the transparency mode on if you want to keep in touch with what's happening around you. So let's go ahead and talk about the battery. So these headphones have a 1100 milliamp hour battery. So it's rated for 72 hours of battery life of listening time with the ANC mode on, and 140 hours of listening time with ANC off. So that's quite a long time. Ever since I've had these headphones, I charged them to full and started using them. That's probably more than 3 months ago. I have not recharged them yet. Now, given that I don't use them often, I use them here and there, mostly on weekends, they still have power. They're still around the 40% mark. So this is around across 3 months. I have used them lightly, mostly on weekends, like I said, and the battery has just been going. So these are very, very good when it comes to battery. I mean, if you're getting 140 hours of listening time with ANC mode off and up to 72 hours with ANC on, I think that's quite good. In my experience, the battery has actually lasted for quite some time, and it's really, really good. Now let's talk about the sound quality that comes from these headphones. Now, like I've said, they do have a coaxial driver, which is sort of like dual drivers, one 40mm and a 10mm driver. Now, I found the bass to be quite rich. The bass is quite rich, it's quite strong on these headphones. I remember when I gave them to my girlfriend to listen to some music, she actually didn't like it. I assume that's because she probably doesn't like too much bass in her music, but she didn't like it because she says it's not nice. She actually said it kind of distorts the music. But in my experience, I do enjoy quite strong bass. So they do have strong bass. At the same time, you get crisp mids and crisp highs, so you can still get a nice balance when it comes to the listening experience. The sound quality that comes from here is quite good, and really just is enjoyable in my experience. Now, another feature that I really enjoy on this is the ability. These actually have multi-point connection, so you can actually connect 2 devices to these headphones. Normally for me, it's my laptop and my phone, so whichever one is playing audio at the time. So if I do switch to my phone, it will pause whatever I'm watching on the laptop and start listening to and I can start listening to whatever I'm listening to on my phone. And when I'm done there, I can just start playing on my laptop again, and I don't have to disconnect and reconnect to another device. I can have 2 devices connected, which makes it just easier, you know, when you are using the headphones. Sometimes when calls come through, it pauses whatever I'm listening to on the laptop, and I can take my call, and soon after the call, I drop the call, whatever I was playing on the laptop continues. So that's one feature I really enjoy when it comes to using these headphones. So like I said earlier on, the USB port serves 2 functions. The first one, the primary function, is basically to charge the headphones, and the secondary function is using the USB port to actually listen to lossless audio. Now, that USB Type-C cable allows you to listen to lossless audio using that cable. So you can connect it to your laptop, you can connect it to your phone, and really get quite a rich listening experience when it comes to the listening experience. So it's actually quite fortunate now that iPhones also have Type-C cables. You can do that using a Type-C port on your iPhone and just listen to a slightly higher quality of audio when it comes to that. But I've also found that the audio that comes from the Bluetooth is quite good. I wouldn't recommend using the 3.5mm headphone jack just because the Bluetooth and the USB cable do a much better job of giving you good quality audio. So that's my take on the sound quality. I think the one thing that was amiss with these headphones is the lack of an app. So Kiwi Audio don't have an app that you can use to tune your audio, or that you can use to push updates. That really doesn't take away from the listening experience. It's still a good set of headphones, but without the app, you really can't do much. You can't EQ your headphones. Kiwi Ears don't actually provide any preset EQ settings on these. So for me, that was just a missed opportunity, but I guess they can get it right in the next set of headphones that they make. I don't know if they're planning on releasing an app that we can use with the headphones later on, but for me, that was a missed opportunity. Now, these headphones come at $100, and I think that's quite a good price point, a very nice price point. I think they come just under things like the Nothing Ear headphones, and here locally, I think they come above some of the local offerings from Volcano, Amplify, Bounce. So you do get they are quite affordable. If you, in my opinion, $100, I think a lot of people can afford these. You're getting ANC, you're getting multi-point connection, you're getting Bluetooth 5.4, you're getting a coaxial driver in these. I think $100 is quite fair. They have been on promotion multiple times. Right now they are running a 50% promotion, so you can get them at $50 due to the Black Friday promotion that's going on rather. But yeah, in my opinion, these are quite good headphones, affordable, and really just good value for money. If you're looking for a set of headphones, you can consider these. Quite nice. I mean, they've got vegan leather. You've got vegan leather there. Most of this is plastic, which is kind of durable. You get an adjustable headband. It's actually got like a metal piece there, sort of like to reinforce and make it quite sturdy. They do kind of stretch like that. If you've got a slightly bigger head, or you're wearing something on your head, you can just slightly open them up to put them on and be more comfortable. So you've got, and they can do that. The ear cups kind of twist if you're going to wear them on your neck. They twist like that and allow you to just have a comfortable experience if you don't have them over your ears. So that's quite nice. They do fold. Again, if you want to store them in your backpack, they do fold, giving you a much compact package to carry around. So this is good value for money if you ask me, the headphones from Kiwi Ears. So thanks for watching, guys. Do let me know what you think about the headphones in the comments below, and let's get talking about them. You can even let me know what other headphones you guys want me to review, and we can get them on the channel. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. Cheers.